There are other ways that I can extend vocabulary. I can place vocabulary in composition books, and that's using the notebook foldables that I've already mentioned in another video. The notebook foldables have an anchor tab that adhere them into the composition book, and the back of the composition book itself is where the students are actually doing their writing. This is really a nice way to teach vocabulary terms, and then later there might be another one placed in the book for an assessment tool. Or maybe I teach it one way, let's say with the pockets that I just showed you, and then I assess it with this. But anyway, however you choose to do it, the students can see which terms they know, which ones they need to know. So this is the dependent version of what I was showing you with the multiple cut tabs, the 10 cut tabs. Now, another thing that we can do is we can use pockets. Now, pockets can be made just using a half sheet of paper. Pockets could be made using scrap paper. I have students collect paper in a box in a classroom, and that paper might be from old wrapping paper or scrapbooking paper or ends cut off of paper from the lounge. However it's put together, wherever the paper comes from, paper can be taken and just glued on 3 sides and used to hold flashcards. Now, these cards can be index cards, or of course these cards can be the quarter sheets that we've already talked about, which are the least expensive cards to use. Now, when you look at this within a booklet, you see always place the pocket down to the bottom of the page. I find that this keeps the flashcards in. You put it up here and there's more of a tendency for them to fall out. So even positioning, it makes a difference. You could have rotated it and placed the pocket so the bottom of the pocket was here and the flashcards were placed in from the side. That's also a good way to do it, because that way if they fall out, they fall into the spine. So we're thinking about organization as we think about extending our vocabulary use and activities as well. Now, within that notebook, or within a spiral, or within an interactive student book, we could have placed envelopes, and these envelopes might have been for CDs. They could be coin envelopes. I love these. These coin envelopes can be purchased in a box of 500 at most office supply stores. And if you shave off, just cut off one of the long edges and seal them shut, you place this inside a book and it becomes a wonderful storage spot for vocabulary. And those terms might be even the 8 sheets that I referred to earlier. So again, because they will fit on this axis in the pocket, they stay inside and they're not as easy to fall out of a book. Now, other envelopes can be used. You can use different sizes. And this is one of my favorites, though, because it's the least expensive. This is the type of envelope that you get in a box. My grandmother used to send me letters in these envelopes, so I have fond memories of them. But you shave this off if you want it to be inside the book, and when you shave this off, then the quarter sheets fit inside. I've even, at times, when I'm really focusing on vocabulary, will attach it to the back of the book so that the 8 sheets can be placed to the inside. This way it folds in and they're protected or sealed to the inside. Now, the reason I like it to go this way is so that students can pull the activities out and they're not having to flip the book over or close the book to get to the vocabulary. So there are many things that we can do to teach our students the basic vocabulary that they need to know for the content and for life skills. But I find the biggest thing is just the consistency and the immersion, constantly using it, going back and looking at the flashcards, reviewing the activities, doing assessment activities, having the students use the terms. I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I know I have to see it, say it, read it, speak it, say it, see it, read it, speak it, up to 30 some odd times before that term is mine. And I think the students have the same needs. We have to find ways to get them into the vocabulary.